on my screen. Can everybody see the art can be found in everything and everyone?
Yes.
Thumbs up. Okay. Okay, I am Holly Stutes, the Strategic Account Manager with School Specialty and your main contact for Columbus. So I cover actually all categories that School Specialty covers. We also have Nadine on the phone. Good morning, Nadine. You can I'll let you talk a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I am Nadine Dressbeck. I am the subject matter expert for art. I've been with School Specialty for 26 years. I used to teach art in Canton City Schools in Ohio. I went to Kent State University, and I work on lesson plans and product choices, and work with merchandising and help to do workshops.
Perfect, thank you. Carol? Are you there, Carol?
I didn't unmute myself. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Carol Andreasson. I work on Holly's team, and I am the category manager for art, phys ed, science, and special needs. But art has become my very favorite. And welcome to your workshop.
Thank you. And then we also have Balin on here, but we will change that. We do have strategic inside reps who kind of help when we're out on the road, if that ever happens again. And she actually was just recently promoted, so we'll change that when that position gets filled. Today's agenda, we're going to go over what's new for you on the next slide. We have Betsy Smith presenting watercolor and upcycled landscapes, and then we'll just see if anybody has any questions real quick before we get started. Carol's going to talk about what's new for you.
I do have my mic on, so I'm good now. Okay, one of the things that I wanted to make sure that you're aware of, when we last met, we talked a lot about the teachables and how to use our websites and everything. This will be, since it is recorded, and also we will have the printed version or the version ready for you that Mark or Betty can send to you. These are links, and our teachables, we have expanded on those. One of my very favorites right now is the Basic Drawing Techniques by Kathy Hansen. And that's because I am not an artist, but I found some tricks that I can do to really enhance what I'm trying to do with my grandchildren, because they tend to laugh at when I make pictures for them. And then also our printed catalogs are hitting the streets right now. So you'll receiving those, if you haven't already, in the buildings. And I know, you're not in the buildings right now, but some days you go in there and go in. But we also have our digital version on our website. So make sure you're looking at that. That's for all the new products. All the new things that we have in there. Our art lesson plan books will be available in March, the printed version and also the digital version for our website. So look for those to be coming, but on our website, we still have all of the past 20 to 25 years worth of lesson plans. So if you're looking for some lesson plans, please feel free to go in there and explore. Our monthly art contest will be continuing. So if you have some student artwork that you would like to, submit, please look at that. And then also our blog. Our blog has been growing a lot lately too. And a lot of that is, really helpful tips and hints on how to do remote learning. That's it.
Perfect. Thanks, Carol. And we still have some of the hard copy 2020. So if anybody wanted those and they wanted to send me name and address, I could get those out to them, correct? We still have some of those left in stock?
Yes, we do. Yes,
okay.
We do.
So if anybody would like to receive a hard copy of the 2020, you can just send me your name and address and I will get it mailed out to you. So does anybody have any questions before we get started?
I just I'm getting a message from another art teacher who can't get back in the meeting. Just want to make sure you guys are letting people in still.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry. When I moved to that other screen to share, I just submitted like 7 new people. Sorry, it didn't let me see that while I was sharing my screen. So they're all in now. Thank you.
Thanks.
Teachers in the house.
All right, Betsy Smith, thank you so much for being our presenter today. So tell us all the things.
Tell us. It's been a dark and stormy time here. No, I'm Betsy Smith. I am the educational, coordinator, whatever they want to call it. I go out and I teach art teachers how to use my products. But since all this quarantine and stuff, things have had to change a little bit. But first, you see my background, right? And I'm wearing a Ticonderoga little scarf that Holly and Carol have never seen before. And this lady in Washington State crochets them. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm wearing a landscape shirt because that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. Now,
Surprise.
Excuse me. Question. All right. I will continue on. I'm going to go down here. I represent Dixon Ticonderoga. They're the people that think I'm disappeared. You're like, yay, she's gone. We make the big yellow pencils that everybody's so familiar with, right? Plus a ton of other things. Over the years, Dixon
You're upside down. I'm sorry.
Oh, nuts. That's okay. Thank you. Here, is it better? It was just a test to see if anybody's paying attention.
Perfect.
Is it better now? Yay!
Yep.
Yay! All right. I represent Dixon, and then over the years, Dixon combined with Paycon and all your favorite things from Paycon that you're familiar with, the paper and all this jazz. It's one big company now, because back before we joined Paycon, we used to steal Paycon's paper. We would go to these nice NAEA art shows and stuff, and since Dixon didn't make paper, we'd have to steal it. So we would all hang around and wait, and when the Paycon people left, we'd go in there and take everything that was underneath their table, and they would blame the teachers. So it wasn't you guys after all, it was me. But here I digress. First off, I want to thank Holly Stutes. Holly Stutes has the coolest name of anybody on the planet. Holly Stutes. That's 3 O's, 2 L's, 2 S's, and 2 T's. Don't you love that? When I come back, my name is going to be Holly Stutes. But I digress. Now, I got an email from one of your coworkers the other day when we were talking about doing salt and watercolors. All right. And so this is what I started out with, doing a landscape and salt and watercolors. But your coworker was like, hey, I don't think my teachers want to know anything about salt and watercolors because our kids are all at home. And I'm like, wait a second, you can't break up with me yet. We haven't had our first date. So I got busy. All right, but this is a real watercolor using the salt with really nice watercolors. So the way you get started, we're going to talk about this in 2 forms. First, it's Back to the Future. Back to the Future is when you finally get back to your classroom. It's not going to be the same. We all know that, but at least we're moving forward. Now, then we're going to talk about now, and now spelled backwards is 1. So get this party started. And by the way, those of you that are day drinking out of a coffee cup, remember to blow it occasionally. Thank you. Just saying. So we start out with, you pick a landscape. Any landscape will do. Now, I know if your kids are at home, they can download one, they can do whatever it takes, but pick some type of a landscape. You can pick a landscape, you can pick a seascape, you can pick a cityscape. You catch the idea because you guys are art teachers. For me, I picked this nice little seascape. I did not realize the seascape was going to take over what was left of my life, okay? So I made it a little bit bigger. And what you're going to do is, in order to do any of these projects, you got your little seascape right here, the picture. So all you're going to do is on the back side, you are going to take your number 2 pencil and you're going to make, basically you're making carbon paper. Now, if you want to blow a kid's mind, explain to them what carbon paper was. And they're going to think you are the dumbest human being in the world. Why would they have this little flimsy paper to make a copy? Didn't they have copiers? No, they didn't have copiers. And if you made a mistake when you were typing on it, you had to start all over again. But you make this in the carbon paper. Now, when we get back to the future, you could use one of these lovely little graphite sticks. These are graphite crayons. They're also water soluble. I'll show you more about that, or when I get to see you in person, you'll love this. It's magic in a crayon. So once you get your, just trace it. You keep tracing it. What we're going to do, we're going to go through Back to the Future first. I'm going to show you a bunch of these that I've done. This is with the Prang Ovalate watercolors using the salt. Now, as far as what kind of salts do you use? You can use any kind of salt you want. You can use sea salt. You can use coarse sea salt, fine sea salt. This is whatever I could find at Walmart during the pandemic. Oh, look, Sam's, they made Himalayan pink salt. And this is pretty neat because it's a good texture. So you put the watercolor down, you put the salt on it, put more water on top of it, and it leaves these nice little impressions. Now you can also use that crazy stuff like you get like at TJ Maxx or Marshall's when they're trying to get rid of it, these mixtures of salt. You can use all these and they'll give different textures. Now, the other day, I also used ice melt. Now be careful with the ice melt. Ice melt is beautiful, and I'll show you one that I did with the ice melt. But just be careful. I personally, I drink the watercolor water once it gets dirty, but not with ice melt in it, okay? Because that, you may have some problems. Might be a nice cleanse, but it's not going to feel good later. So this is the one that we're going to flip through these pretty quickly. This is one done with Oval 8 watercolors for Back to the Future. Then I have one with, this is the metallic watercolors, which kind of gave a nice texture. And see, the salt stays on there a little bit here and there. Then I have, now if I'm going too fast, Holly, slow me down because you know I kind of get rolling here. This is the Prang glitter watercolors. This was kind of nice little thing. It's just the same landscape over and over and over and over again. But it makes a series. I've created more art in the past 2 weeks than I've done in years. Now, this is the aquacolor crayons. I'll show you this if we have time at the end. They're the little crayons. They go on like a crayon and you add water to it and it makes it into watercolors. So we'll show you some of those if we get time at the end. This is, so I got the temper paint out, ready to use temper paint. Also does well with it. Gives it a little bit less texture, but you kind of get the idea. All right, let's go with, this is the metallic ready to use tempera. Kind of nice, gives it a nice little variation there. Kind of looks like bubbles in the water. Okay, now here is the glitter ready to use temper paint. Ooh, one of my favorites. If you want that nice glitter color, this is the way to go. Nice texture it gives, whatever, but the glitter ready to use temper paint, awesome. Then, oh, look at this one, baby. This is gonna make you, ooh, this is the Prang fluorescent ready to use temper paint with the salt. And then I also use some of the Creativity Street Glide On fluorescent tempera sticks. Nice combination here. And how, you know, some of the salt still stays on there and we're able, kind of darkens it up. Now this one, I went wild and crazy and I did it. I took the one landscape, cut it into 4 pieces, did this part right here with the aqua colors, did this with the Color Giant color pencils, did down here with the metallic watercolors, and did this with the metallic ready to use temper paint. So here again, it's just the same landscape over and over and over again. But so when I got the phone call and they said, you know, I don't think the teacher's going to like this salt and watercolor thing, I got busy. I went around my house and I'm like, since I have been stuck in this house for about 10 months now, what could I find to make this landscape? So here we go. I guess we call it upcycling. I call it going through the trash. This is made out of cardboard, okay? And basically I just took another piece of cardboard and just glued the things down. But I cut it apart. It started out with an Amazon Prime box. They're blowing through my neighborhood all the time, right? And you can even see some of the little things for the little houses and all I cut out. But the sky wasn't working for me. I couldn't find a blue. So there I am at Walmart going up and down the aisles looking for a blue sky box, okay? I'm going up and lo and behold, what did I find? Bird's Eye. Bird's Eye has Brussels sprouts with bacon and cheese on it. So I'm not a cook, but it was like, oh, only 150 calories. There was only like about 12 servings in this container, right? I ate the whole thing in one sitting. It was delicious. But anyway, it got me my sky color here. But you can see it's just different pieces of cardboard. You can peel the cardboard off to get like the texture here. You can, do a lot of different things. This is like pieces of the label from the prime box that I glued on there to make like the little waves on there. But this is something the kids can do at home because some, not everybody. First, though, I want to remind you that we do not use food, because I talked to a Title I teacher and she says you never use food in these projects because you never know what the food situation is in people's houses. Okay, so that's understandable. But these are all empty, just out of the trash cardboard boxes. Now over here, I did one using coffee and tea. I find with the coffee and tea, you need to let it sit out a little bit and kind of get gross at the bottom. You know how it gets kind of gunky and kind of thick and nasty at the bottom? That makes the best paint, I found. And it also works really well with the salt and the watercolors. But this is tea and paint. And of course, I get lemon zest tea thinking it's going to be yellow. It's not yellow. It's still brown like tea. So don't let the packages fool you, okay? But the coffee that sits around and gets really gunky, that makes a nice little painting way, okay? But stuff they shouldn't, probably don't have to buy. Now this is the creme de la resistance. This is dryer lint. Now it's just me living here, okay? I don't dry that many clothes. So my neighbors next door, there are 8 adults living there. I'm like, save me your dryer lint. So they've been saving me their dryer lint, which is kind of weird, I know, but they understand. So this is all done with the dryer lint. And so I just kind of glued it down, and yeah, there's a little hair growing through it here and there, but somebody next door left paper or something in their pocket and made this wonderful lint that has some like plastic in it that I used to make the waves. And look, some of it still had dirt and sand in it. And I know a lot of you were sitting there, this is so gross, but it might be something that kids would have at home, or could go to the laundromat if they have to go to the laundromat and pick up lint. Yeah, I was this close to going to Walmart and buying a light blue towel and running it through the dryer a couple of times. But thank God it started to snow, so I couldn't go out. So this is all the lint I could find with my neighbors and me. But here, and this was a little piece of elastic that was stuck in the lint. As you can tell, this is one of my favorite ones. Then I went to food coloring. Now, I'm not a cook. I'm not a baker. I'm not a candlestick maker. But, so when I'm at the Walmart looking for food coloring, who knew? I thought it used to come in those little bottles, like the vanilla did, in a nice little box. So I'm standing there, I can't find the stuff. The poor gal filling the shelves. It's like, look, ladies, right there. I'm like, what? This is food coloring? So the food coloring is pretty cool to use as paint. You can see it just takes like forever and a day to dry, but it kind of gives you like a nice texture and stuff. And I don't include food coloring as being food until it goes on a cupcake. Right now it's paint. All right. I know that's an exception from what I said in the beginning, but that's the way it goes. Now, the next one though, oh, wait till you see this one. This is my second favorite one. This is gutter art. What I did was I went around my neighborhood and I had my little bag and my plastic gloves, and I'm picking through the trash in the gutter. So one of my neighbors goes, hey, what you doing out there? I said, I'm looking for trash for an art project. They go, Miss Betsy, we got a whole bag of trash in here. I go, nope, it's got to be in the gutter and it's got to be random. Miss Betsy, we can throw this in the gutter for you. No, do not throw your trash out here in the gutter. I'm not picking it up. I am not picking it up. So this is not, this is like gutter art on steroids. Yeah, there was broken glass, which I just loved. You kids, you don't want them using broken glass, but just to make a point here. So guess what? I also found in the gutter a sock. There's always a sock in the gutter. Tell me. Sometimes there's a shoe if you get really lucky. This little sock here, I kept putting them through the washing machine, trying to get some lint, of course. And I thought it was going to finally turn white. It turns out the background was gray, but it's got these cute little rainbows. So I added the rainbow there. And then these little clear things, don't let your kids use them, but the little pillow packets in it to keep things from molding. These are amazing though. Look at the Look at the color for it. But as you can tell, what's in the gutters in my neighborhood? A lot of broken glass. I don't know what these, I think this is from a cat pistol. And of course, there's always styrofoam blowing through my neighborhood. But all this was found in the, oh, and this is a balloon. Now, my rule is do not use anything that anybody's put their mouth on. I didn't use the part of the balloon where you blew it up. This is the inside of it. And I cleaned everything, of course, I sprayed it down and then I washed it off. Because you guys were waiting to hear that. Yeah, this lady's nuts. But see, all this is gutter art. It's magnificent. Beautiful. Like you say, I have made more art in the past 2 weeks trying to prove a point to one of your coworkers that I can do this. Next up is junk mail catalogs. Okay, I get a lot of junk mail catalogs. And once you do this little, or you can use a magazine or whatever kind of stuff you have. But once you do this little project, you will never look at a junk mail catalog the same after this. You'll be like, oh gosh, that would make some really nice sky color there. Look at this. And yeah, there's a little Santa Claus. This is during Christmas. And he's drinking a cup of coffee. Okay. But you can see all the different things from the junk mail catalogs. Here again, it's the same crazy landscape, seascape, just with made out of junk mail. All right, and then this one's made out of Kool-Aid. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Kool-Aid is food. It's not food until you put sugar in it. I don't care what anybody says. This stuff, though, the Kool-Aid's kind of scary, if you ask me. The Kool-Aid, I just use the powder, and I put it in these little containers, and I just mix it with a little water. The sheen that this Kool-Aid leaves, I mean, if you can see it, can you see it like this? Oh my goodness, look at that. It's this beautiful, beautiful, nice, smooth texture, which is scary because I wonder what my insides look like after growing up years and years and years drinking this Kool-Aid. And I knew the next question you're gonna ask, what colors did you use? The only ones I could find in my store were cherry, lemonade, and the blue raspberry. But the blue raspberry was blue, the lemonade was lemon, and the cherry was cherry. So, but it was pretty interesting to use this. And I didn't even know they still sold the Kool-Aid in the little packs. Well, it turns out some lady at my Walmart was in the self-checkout line with 1 pack of Kool-Aid, and she kept running it through. And then she tried to walk out of the store with a whole basket full of groceries that she hadn't paid for, that she just paid for Kool-Aid. So then it was like, wow, all righty. Just note to self, see if they're paying attention over in the self-checkout. Now, then I went upstairs and went through all my old makeup. I used to work part-time at the clinic counter, and I had all this so this is done with old makeup. Now, not every kid at home is going to have old makeup, but just tell them to ask around, see what's laying around, see what you can use. But you can see was my red lip pencil, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But it kind of makes neat textures using the liner. But just tell those kids, use whatever whoever it is gives them, but don't get the good stuff out. Then, now this is kind of almost my best one. My boss went crazy over this one. This is made with nail polish. Now, a lot of people have old nail polish sitting around, but the nail polish is like crazy awesome. My boss reminded me that, Betsy, we don't sell nail polish. I said, well, maybe we should, because this is the coolest stuff in the world, in that you can paint rocks with the nail polish. I'm a big sparkle girl. Like sparkles, look at that. It's like a cake. And so you can paint rocks with it and then write something, you know, obvious on it. Like I wrote sparkle on that side, shine on this one. This one to me looked like a little piece of cake, right? So I painted it, looked like a cake, and Captain Obvious here wrote the word cake on it. All right, and put it there. And then this one to me looked like a wave. All right, so painted blue nail polish, little white there, but these are cute that you can put around, you know, the neighborhood. They can leave like positive thoughts for it. But man, oh man, it makes a nice paint. But the thing of it is, if you're going to use nail polish, it's got to be a ventilated place, because wow, I was getting a little heady there for a couple minutes until I opened the window a little bit, but it does make a nice texture. Then
Betsy, somebody gave I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no,
They did
please.
a candy paint challenge and Skittles work well. Just add water directly to the candy. So there's
Oh,
another
wait,
idea.
snap, 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 snap. I've got to write Skittles. I got to write, take a note. It means I got it, but it's food. That's the only thing, but I'll take that. Skittles. I'm writing it in my book. All right. Now they can really go old school and get a piece of a newspaper. Okay. And I did this one with the colored pencils on newspaper. But you know, people don't even get newspapers anymore, but there's always one laying around that's on the sidewalk around here where I live. So there you can use newspaper. This one. Has anybody's mind been blown yet? No. All right, this is made out of office supplies. I started digging through my drawer so I have rubber bands, those little round things that nobody uses anymore to reinforce holes. Had some paper clips, and these little, the little tab things, all this kind of jazz. But here it is. It's still the same basic seascape over and over and over again. How about, has anybody passed out yet? Or lost anybody? All right. Now, last but not least, this is the plastic one. The plastic one this is made of old plastic bags you can find. Okay. And yes, this one did come from my corner store. Kind of like the gold on it. And it looks like little, little rocks and stuff. But this is all made out of plastic. Okay. So here you go with that.
Betsy, they are making comments in here, just very nice and great idea. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just going to tell you, somebody Marissa put, I like having the kids use marker to add color and then use a brush with water to spread the color around.
Yeah.
Somebody else said, I'm very impressed with the variety. And then also Martha wants to know, what kind of glue or adhesive are you using, especially to seal old makeup?
I didn't seal it. Oh, what I use, all right, I cheat. I use sheet protectors. I'm addicted to sheet protectors. I love a sheet protector. Let me show you. Hold on. Got to bend over here. I get these crazy sheet protectors, and so everything I make is 8.5 by 11. Will fit on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and so I glue it on that, and so I slip everything in the sheet protector. So I know that's cheating. And this way I have this huge binder. I have to keep going out and buying bigger binders, the more of these things that I made. But this way I have a whole binder. I can bring it wherever I need to take it or whatever. So yeah, so I didn't seal the makeup, so that I don't have a good answer for that one. I apologize. What else was going on? Anything good?
Oh, just I did put it in the notes that you will be giving out because we have enough people to do 3. So I've now recorded everybody's names and including everybody that are, joining, that there will be 3 prizes given out. So they need to be present to win. So they need to stay to the end and we'll draw the names then.
Yes, indeedy. It's going to
Thank
be your lucky day. What we do is, now you've got to provide, I know I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to email you. I'm not going to bother you. I promise. Okay. But you got to give Holly your name if you win, if you're a winner. And this is, I'm only talking to 3 of you somewhere. Okay. Need your name, your grade level, your school, and your home address. Unless it's this big prize pack box goes to your school and you'll never see it again. That's up to you. If you rather go to school, go right ahead. Otherwise, we want to send it to your house. But in return, Holly will give you my email address. Please let me know whether you like it or not. Okay. My bosses and all just go crazy. Did they like it? Did they get the box? Did they get the box? I'm like, good grief. You act like freaking Santa Claus or something. I don't know if they got the box or not. Well, did they tell you? Did they tell you? So please just email me. And Holly's going to give you my email address. Anything you think of that I could do better, just email me. I don't get upset. Are you kidding? After you've been sorting through your neighbor's dryer lint and going through the gutters, nothing upsets me anymore. Believe me. What I'm going to show you briefly, though,
Betsy, real quick, Marissa wants to know if you've ever tried using spices, or does that fall under the food category?
Gosh, well, Marissa, that's probably a really good idea because I don't cook. I didn't have any spices. I don't have any spices in my house. I had to go out and buy salt. So yeah, despite, I'm gonna write that one down, Marissa. Means I got to go out and buy spices. Yeah. But all right, what else did she say?
Nature, how about things from nature, leaves, dirt, moss, etc.?
Oh, definitely, definitely. All right, so I got to expand my horizons. I always learn more from you guys than I learn. Yeah, because yeah, I need to do one from nature. All right. All right, so now I'm going to show you the technique for the salt and watercolor. So when you go back to the future, you'll be able to do this. The one I did right here, this is with the salt melt. Oh, what a lovely texture this gave. Kind of looks like. So what you'll do is when you get your little watercolors out, I think I'm going to use, yeah, but my boss has been going crazy. Betsy, you sell art supplies. Why are you doing all these landscapes made out of trash? Because Columbus City, Ohio wanted it, doggone it. And I provide what they want. All righty. So look, so all you have to do is you're going to paint. Now, how exciting is this to sit here and watch somebody else paint, huh? Oh, shit. I know. So dramatic, isn't it? Just so much fun. All right, so then, and let me see. I think I'm going to use, let me use some more ice melt. This was too much fun to use. You don't want your, that would be green Kool-Aid. I won't use the green Kool-Aid. Okay, so you just sprinkle some on here. There's nothing like the smell of ice melt. Oh, lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. All right, so then what you're going to do is take some paint. And sometimes the ice melt will get in your paint. So
Betsy, I think they're asking what is that? What is the ice melt? Can you show that?
Oh yeah, the ice melt is the stuff you throw on your sidewalk when it snows. See, it's been snowing here in Baltimore since Sunday. It finally stopped last night. So ice melt, you just throw it out there on the sidewalks. I mean, you probably could upcycle it by, there's probably, I don't know, if it snowed where you are, there's salt melt. And see,
yes.
Baltimore though, yeah.
Sorry, Susan's asking, I find that students use either too much salt or add too much water. Do you have any suggestions for that?
Yes. I like to use a lot of water and a lot of salt. So I'm like your bad kid in your class. Oh yeah, you can't get enough salt or enough water on there. But it just takes forever to dry. That's the only tricky part to it. But yeah, I have a tendency to overdo it. So just try to fill in the spot that you're looking to do. You don't want to do the whole thing at one time because the colors start to bleed against each other.
How about a spray bottle for water? Mary wants to know.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Definitely. That's a really good idea. God, Mary, you're killing me here, girl. You're killing me. All right, so I'm going to reach over. Thank goodness you can't see all this. Now, all right. Now, what I'm going to be using now is, and this is way back to the future, okay? We're taking this to a whole nother level back to the future. I'm going to use the Lyra Aquacolor crayons, okay? I know no kid has these at home. None of you probably guys have them at home. The Lyra Aquacolors, oh, my favorite thing. These are watercolor crayons. You're like, what? And some of you may have seen these before. But the beauty of them is that you can draw with them, and then you can come back with a paintbrush. Let me show you. And look, this is one of these deals where you don't need a whole set for every kid in the class. You have one set, and you have one set per table, which I know is going to be hard because you can't share the things or whatever. Like I'm saying, this is maybe way back to the future. All right. Back when things were nice. Back in the olden days. Well, we're going to go back to the future sooner than you think. And no, I haven't gotten a shot yet because I'm not 65. It's the only time not being old enough has not paid off. Like, what? I am not 65. Thank you very much. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use some of this crazy salt. Wait, first off, let me show you how the aquacolors work. All right, so look, you got this nice, colored it on, and look, Va-va-voom. It makes paint. Isn't that cool? And see, a kid doesn't know that. It's like, wow. And then you can take the little salt. All right. This is the one's got all the kind of weird things in it. It kind of makes weird thing looking stuff. Yeah. All right. Lots of water. And see, this is going to take a while to dry, so you won't get the full effect of it. But the main thing is you can see, you just, as long as one part is still dry, it's easy to do. Just kind of scooch it on there. But here again, be careful drinking the water because it's going to be a little salty taste into it. But the aqua colors are neat because you also can, you can mix with them. So look, we got some yellow. I love these things. But here again, they're very special. They're easy to police because look, got this nice little can, has all these little pieces. Hey, if the blue's missing, lock the doors. Somebody will come up with it unless they want to sit there for the rest of their life, okay? Somebody will bring that back to you. Don't want them out until they bring it back. And the kids out in the hallway go, what happened in there? Somebody kept the yellow. So here we're going to put some blue with it. And look, it's turning green. Ooh, how exciting is this? Oh, I know your heart is palpitating. Heart is palpitating. All right, now, I'm going to take it here. Isn't that pretty? Oh, luscious, luscious green. Look at this, baby. Oh my God, how lovely is that? And then you can go back and put some of your salt on it. Let's use some fine sea salt.
Betsy, Judith's saying thanks for all the laughs today. She's enjoying herself.
Oh, good,
So,
honey.
Keep going.
Wait till you meet me in person. That's why your coworker couldn't break up with me yet. Oh my golly. Hey, it's much more fun in person. Isn't it, Holly?
Hey, Betsy, do you have a pop-up question that you could ask? I'll go with the first response and I'll send out one of my Lyra aqua colors to the winner.
Oh.
I'll send out one of my sets.
Oh, snap.
Think about it. Let me know.
Whoa, that's exceptional. Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm feeling generous today.
Oh my gosh. Holly, did you fall and hit your head? Not again.
Oh.
Not again. Oh, I think, all right, Carol, you asked the question because when they see me, they're not going to beat me. They're not kicking my butt for asking too hard a question. Carol, ask a question.
You
about
just
school
think of one,
specialty.
Carol, and let me know.
Oh, great. Let me think of a question.
That's
Okay.
school specialty.
And then let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Yeah. But here you go. Now let's really get this party started. We are going to party hard. Look at these. These are the graphite crayons. Okay, it's going to be a dark, dark, dark and stormy day here, all right? Clouds are going to be nice and dark. But here, this is a water-soluble graphite stick, graphite crayon. You talk about something fun. Now, this is a nice graphite covers. And look, if the kid tries to steal it and take it to math class, you can get this back and nothing flat. Come on, come on. This is not a pencil for you to use. But here we got it down there nice and dark. Then we're going to go back with the old water and the paintbrush. And look at this. Woo! Is this pretty or what? Nice, nice, nice. Look at that. Almost looks like India ink without the mess. Permanent stains. And we can go on and on and on. The merit. And then you can make it a little bit lighter. See? It's beautiful. But these will be some of the fun things when I finally get to see you in person. And when I see you in person, everybody will get free stuff. That's the worst part about these virtual ones. All right, but you get the idea here. All right, what's the question? Wait, all right, so wait. So Holly, what time is it?
Here's the question. Here's the question.
Okay, I get the first response is the winner.
What is Betsy known for in her neighborhood?
Oh, honey, I can't say it out. They can't say it out loud.
Nope, they have to type it in. All right, Carol,
The answer is picking through trash. Who was the first one?
hold on, my
You had a lot of.
chat's blowing up. I got to see who answered first.
I'd rather be known for picking trash than picking my nose. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, what I'm really known for is drinking wine on my porch. Okay. That's what I'm really known for.
Well, this was just in the context of what we were talking about.
Oh, no, no, Carol, I'm just kidding you. Miss Betsy likes to drink wine on the porch.
Trash. Kenya Davis says trash.
Woo-hoo,
Kenya Davis.
Kenya Davis. All right. So now we've got 3 more prize packs. So how are you going to do that, Holly? See,
I've got everybody's name written down.
I have all the names written.
Draw names. Back in the olden days, when I was selling office supplies, we had this nice little Secretary Day luncheon thing, right? And so we gave out these door prizes, and this woman followed me to my car, and she goes, "Hey, I don't want what you gave me. I want what you gave the woman ahead of me." I looked at this woman, I said, "What?" And I thought to myself, "Look, honey, nobody in my neighborhood wanted this crap. You all got it because I couldn't find anybody to give it away to. But number 2, my car is not the ice cream truck. I don't have a bunch of office supplies in here." So then I reached in and got my tire iron, and she got the idea and got away. But after that, I realized this messed up, man. That's totally messed up. So when I see you in person, you will choose your own prize. But today you're kind of stuck. And but give Holly your grade and all, and Paycon's gonna put together this huge box of miscellaneous things. And you'll be happy. And then you're gonna send me an email back, and you're gonna say how much you loved it, even if you hated it. Or sort it out in piles, loved it, hated it. Put little notes there, take a picture, and that way my company will know that I worked today, all right?
Okay, I don't know if you can see this. It's hard when I get a background on here. Is everybody able to see
Yeah,
my?
we can see.
Okay.
Yep.
Everybody's name's in here, so I'm gonna draw the first one. I wish I had a kid home today to. Okay. Can you see this? Dana Stacy.
Dana Stacy in the house.
Stacy or Dana.
Yeah,
Oh, Dana.
I'm here. That's
yeah.
exciting.
Show your face, Dana Stacy. Show your face.
Okay, hang on.
Yep.
Okay. Can you see me?
Wait, where's she at?
Now we can. Yay!
Wait, we're gonna spotlight you real quick.
Dana, what?
Oh boy.
Tell us something about yourself. What are you known for in your neighborhood?
I don't know. I'm known for taking in the kids to go sledding on their day off yesterday.
Oh, see, she's a
With
saint.
all the neighbor
Nice.
kids. Yeah.
Oh,
that was fun.
Oh my gosh, then you are deserving of the prize pack.
I'm so excited. Thank you.
Welcome, honey. What grade do you teach?
I teach K through 6.
All right, Holly, make sure you put that on there, okay?
I did. Yep.
She's a
All right.
nice person. All right.
We ready for the next name?
I hope the next one's a naughty person. I'm naughty.
All right, hold on. It is. Oh my gosh, Dana Stedman. Must be the day of the Danas.
Woo! All right, thank you. I'm so excited. It is the day of the Danas.
Are you?
Oh,
Dana, we
now-
can't see your face.
see, this is why I don't pull the names. Okay, y'all can beat up Holly the next time you see her.
Thanks a lot.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Are you ready for the last one?
Wait, where's the other Dana? Where did she go?
I have her spotlighted, but she doesn't have her camera on.
Put your camera on.
I have my camera. I got my camera
All
on.
I see is pink. Do you have your
Yeah,
things?
that's all I
here?
Oh, I have my camera on, but my post-it was covering my Yay! Thank you. Hi, 10.
Yay!
Hey, I feel like Kelly Clarkson. Look at all the people. Can you tell I keep the TV set on all day? Oh, yay.
That's
I like
fine.
the
Are we
Dana
ready?
Stedman, where do you teach at and what grade level?
I'm at Woodward Park Middle School.
Okay.
7 and 8 only.
Okay.
Is that your real background? The yarn?
or is that a fake background? Oh,
Oh,
snap, girl.
nice.
Oh,
Snap,
wow, nice.
Carol or Holly, make sure you put yarn on there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yay, thank you guys.
No, thank you. All right, we've got one more.
All right, ready?
One more.
Robert Ramsey.
Yay! Robert in the house.
Ramsey.
Woo!
Woo! Woo!
Okay, Robert, where you
Robert.
at?
I'm getting there. You see me?
Robert,
Not
don't sit there. No, Robert, that's
Yet.
All right.
Do we see Robert?
where are you?
Nope, not
See
yet.
me?
Got your camera on?
Yes, I do.
Could you say it again, please?
Oh, there we go.
And
Yay!
Robert looks like
I teach Park. I'm at Woodward Park, also next to Dana, except we're at home. And yes,
Oh.
she's the crazy one.
I don't know, Robert. I'm looking
Yeah,
at
and
this.
this is my little background. My
See?
amaryllis are blooming. So,
Cool.
no yarn.
I never thought those things actually bloomed. I just thought it was something, that's cool, Robert. Robert, I'm loving that little man bun in the back.
Betsy, they don't bloom if you find them in the gutter.
Oh, but some other things bloom, darling.
Other things are
Other
blooming.
things bloom, darling. You just don't know. You just don't know. All right.
All right,
All
I'll
right.
send my info.
Hey,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Look, Holly's going to give you my email address. Send me any type of feedback that you have, what you hated, what you loved, whatever, and tell whoever it was that sent me that little email that I think the high school teachers would have also liked this, don't you? Just saying. Just saying.
Yep. So for those four, Dana Stedman, Dana Stacy, Kenya Davis, Robert Ramsey, it's HOLLY dot S is in Sam, T is in Tom, OO, T is in Tom, S is in Sam. And I'll also put it in the chat at schoolspecialty.com. If you guys can send me the email and I'll get it over to Betsy and I'll in turn give you her email address as well.
Yeah. You know, Stutes, Holly Stutes in the house.
Palindrome.
No, all right. Does anybody have any questions or concerns? Are we letting them out early? I think a little bit.
See what else. Are you able to see the chat, Betsy, to see?
No,
There's so many now.
that's okay. Hey, look, are we going to get in trouble for letting them out early?
Nope. Dana Stedman said you're fabulous.
No, you're fabulous.
You're hilarious. Thank you. You're the best. Best PD I've been to all year. All year. Well,
Yes.
You've been to
1
none.
month in.
It's your first one. That's okay. That's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it, sister. I'll take it. Beggars cannot be choosers. Oh my golly.
Anybody have anything else they want to raise their hand and ask anything?
All right. When I see you in person, everybody's going to get something free. Okay. I promise.
Yeah.
Promise.
She's very
Lots of
generous.
free stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So
This has been the best session. Your enthusiasm is infectious.
Oh, pass that on to your boss. Oh, he just wasn't a waste of time. La, 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 la. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to call my boss. Like what?
All right, Robert, if you scroll up a little bit, I posted my email and I'll do it again real quick because I know it's getting lost in the feed. So,
Boss, the new feed.
okay, that's all.
All right, I love you guys.
And I will provide this recording to Mark and you guys will be able to go back and watch it. So, all right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Love you.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Au revoir.
Bye-bye, and thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. So good to see you.
You too.
I just know the rest of these people by two little letters.
Okay.
All right, Holly, I'm getting off.
Okay, do you mind calling me
Yep.
real quick?
Oh, yeah, I'll call you. But do you need me to do anything else on this?
Nope, I already stopped the recording, so we're good.
Oh, good. Now I can cuss. Thank you.